What's going on, guys? Brandon here with Limit Break TCG, coming at you with a new deck profile video and some Dragon Ball Super content. Let's go! So, I started working on a new deck not too long ago. My creative juices started flowing again, and came up with this modern twist on an old favorite of mine. So, as you can see, it will be running the promo Yellow Broly. Still my favorite Broly leader in the game. Just look at him. Menacing. Anyway, you all know what he does by now. He's basically a draw 2 on the front. Take a card from life out of your hand, draw 1 when he swings. Life is at 4 or less. Untap 2 energy, flip him over. And yeah, look at that beautiful alternate art. Let's go. So I made sure that this deck could take advantage of his errated activate main down here at the bottom. So instead of just choosing one card in rest mode and switch it to active, it's been errated to where you can only switch up to one Broly BR card in your battle area from rest to active. So, with that being said, run into the first card here. It's going to be 3 copies of the Yellow Broly, Paralyzing Presence. So he's got a permanent. If the total number of cards in rest mode between you and your opponent is 3 or more, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 2. So, basically, you're only going to be playing him as a 2-drop for turn 2 just to get him out on the board. And then his activate main, once per turn, choose one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode. Card can't be switched to active mode. So that's some good early game pressure right there, not allowing them to switch something that might be a threat on the board to active. And then, of course, for 2 energy, you can evolve him into the 7-drop Broly Demonic Intimidation. Now, just like this one, if the cards in rest mode between you and your opponent is 6 or more, reduce his cost by 3. So making him essentially a 4 cost, but you're not going to be paying 4 to play him unless you're in the really late game and you need him on the board. So auto, when you play this card, you can only activate skills on cards that are green or yellow and no other colors for the duration of the turn. This is a mono yellow deck, so nothing to worry about there. And then, of course, his activate main does the same thing as the 4-drop, except now you have to take a card from hand and send it to your drop. And then, of course, from the 7, we go to the 9-drop. Explosive Wrath. So, just like that one, same thing. If the cards between you and your opponent in rest mode is 8 or more, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 4. Again, you're not going to be hard casting them unless you're in the late game. And then the exact same as the other one, you can choose one card from your hand, place it in the drop area. If your opponent has 3 or more energy, choose up to one of your opponent's cards in rest mode, place it in the owner's drop, so it doesn't lock it down, you can just get rid of it. And he's a 35k double strike. So he is essentially one of the main win cons of the deck, but he is not the main focus of the deck. This is just the first package. I've got the main package here, and then the extra card package up here. So continuing the non-main package stuff, I decided to throw in 3 of the Son Goku Absolute Annihilation. He's a pretty strong card. He's unique, barrier, deflect. And if your leader card is yellow, your opponent cannot activate extra cards unless they switch one of their energy to rest. So just having him on the board is actually just really strong. They go to negate, they gotta tap 2 instead of 1. And then super combos, I would run 4 of the Krillins, but I don't have 4, just got the 2, so I'm running 2 of the Pure Hearted, which life is at 4 or less. 10k combo power and draw 1, but him, it's life is at 4 or less. He gets 10k combo power, and you can choose one card in your hand, put it at the bottom of the deck, and then you draw 2. So the yellow version of the old Paragus super combo. So that was the Broly portion of this deck. Now we're getting into the main meat of the deck, and you should probably figure it out right here. Here we got 4 of the King Vegeta Royal Pride. Unison. If your leader card is yellow, look at the top 5 cards from the top of your deck, add up to 1 mono yellow Great Ape card among them to your hand, and then shuffle the deck. Yes, this is a Great Apes deck. And then this one right here, this is the one that made me choose him and actually got my creative juices flowing. So you take away 4 counters, play up to 2 mono yellow Great Ape cards with different names and energy costs of 4 or less from your deck, then shuffle your deck. That right there, just playing 2 4-drop Great Apes, that's beautiful. So yes, I'm running that at 4. And then I got 3 copies of Lord of the Great Apes King Vegeta. When he's played, you get to search your deck for a Great Ape card with an energy cost of 5 or less from your deck, add it to your hand, and shuffle. So this allows you to search out his evolution, the 5 cost Absolute Defense Great Ape King Vegeta. Now this one here, for 3 energy, evolve onto a King Vegeta. All of your yellow Saiyan cards gain Barrier. Everything on the board that you have there, so even the Brolys that you have on board, they gain Barrier in all your Great Apes. It's amazing! And then you reduce the combo cost of all Saiyan cards in your hand by 1, so all the Great Ape cards become a free 10k combo piece. And for the other apes, 3 copies of Bardock, Will of Iron, so he's a double strike blocker, 20k. And then if you had a Bardock on board, when you combo with him, you can evolve it for free, but I am not running any of the Bardocks, plain Bardocks anyway. Just Great Ape Bardocks. 3 of them, actually. Because the next one, this guy right here, Great Ape Bardock, Might of the Resistance. Unique, critical, and blocker. Ooh, excuse me. Permanent. You can only play mono yellow Saiyan cards. Every card in here is mono yellow Saiyan. And then same thing with this one. So even early game, if you want to decide to spend an energy and combo with him early, after you combo with him, you just play him, which I think is actually really good. So we were in 3 copies of him as well. 3 copies of the Great Ape Bardock Raider's Warcry. So if your leader card is yellow, at the end of a battle in which you combo with this card from your hand, play this card. So same thing as the other one. If for the game you just want to combo with him and play him, go right ahead. But he is a 2-cost combo. And that's because his second auto. When you play this card, draw a card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, switch it to rest mode. So normally I would use one of the abilities to just play him out. And then I run 3 copies of the Great Ape Prince Vegeta. He's a crit blocker. When you combo or play him, you get to search the top 3 cards of your deck for a Great Ape, add it to your hand. Send a card from hand to drop, shuffle the deck. It's great combo power too, so all those apes, that's all free 10Ks, if you have the 5-drop on board. And now we're going to get into the extra portion of the deck. So of course, we're going to be running 3 copies of Planet Vegeta. The field card, so at the end of your turn you switch all Great Ape cards from rest row to active mode, so that's great with the Bardock blockers. And then when this card is played, you can choose up to 1 Saiyan card when the energy cost of 4 or less from your deck, add it to your hand, shuffle the deck. So this pretty much lets you search for the King Vegeta if you don't have it yet, or even your one of your super combos, because 2 of the Gokus, they are Saiyans. Next, I run 3 copies of Full Moon. Permanent. If I have a Great Ape card in play in your battle area, you can activate this card's activate battle skill from your hand without paying its energy cost. So it's basically free with this deck. Activate battle, you choose up to one of your mono yellow cards, and it gets 10k power for the battle. If it's your opponent's turn, choose up to 1 Great Ape card in your battle area, switch it to active mode. I run that at 3. Negates. Of course, I'm going to be running 4 Flying Nimbus. So when you counter, you get to pitch a yellow card, and they can attack 1 more time with battle cards. 1 copy of Cold Bloodlust, because, you know, Frieza army leader. And then as a complete last resort, I run 2 copies of the March of the Great Ape. So just if you get to that late game and you're struggling, or if you just have the energy and you want to go for game, just play this, play your Great Apes, and then draw 2 cards. So that's it. This is the legal version of the deck. I do have a couple of alterations. In place of the Great Ape Prince Vegeta cards, you can also throw in this guy. 3 copies, the Unbreakable Super Saiyan Son Goku. He's a pseudo combo. So because he is a Saiyan card and you have the 5-drop on board, his combo becomes 0. So he's a 10k, and when you combo with him, you draw 1 card. Hence, pseudo combo. And then if you still have copies of this card laying around the house, anything like that, or if you're just playing casual with your friends, you're not following tournament rules or anything, switch out 3 of the super combos with Shugesh. He is banned, unfortunately. I understand why. But with this one, if your life is at 4 or less and you combo, you get to choose yellow sand card with an energy cost of 3 and play it. So this would just allow me to play the King Vegeta for free, just for super comboing. That and the Ultimate Annihilation Goku, which can actually be really strong as well. But those are the only alterations I have for when I'm playing casual. But that's the deck. I hope you guys enjoy. Build it if you got the stuff at home. Test it out for yourself. Hope you have fun with it like I do. The Great Apes Broly was actually like the first deck I really got into before the Bardock and the Shugesh got banned. Because I ran Great Apes Height of Mastery, and I just had a lot of fun with it, and I missed those days. So the fact that I was able to come up with a nice twist to still be able to play it today legally, it felt great when I played it against my friend a couple days ago. But that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be back for some more deck profiles. I got a lot of stuff in the works right now. You guys stay tuned. Y'all have a good one.